Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today is our area model on multiplication, and our learning target was we will apply concepts of area model to calculate the product. And we did talk about different vocabulary in there: concepts, area model, calculate, and product. All right, so we'll start here. We have area model. Area model is a strategy to solve multiplication problems. The next one we have calculate. And if you hear calculate, you think of a calculator. Calculate is to solve or to figure out. And we have product, which means the answer to multiplication problems. So let's get all of our vocab on one sheet. So our vocab is area model, calculate, and products. And the last word is concepts. And concepts are the steps to the area model, or the steps. The steps to completing the area model process. So those are our vocabulary definitions. Again, it's area model, which does need to be known how to use and work with it. Calculate, product, and concepts. All right, so now we are going to talk about how area model works. So there are some rules or the concepts to it. So number one is the area model uses a rectangle. To keep your work organized. Rectangle to keep work organized. The second step is to find or to locate the greatest factor within the problem. Locate greatest factor. In the problem, and then break it into expanded form. Breaking the number into expanded form. The third thing that we're going to do is to distribute the smaller factor to all the pieces. And the last thing is to add add all the pieces to get the overall product. Get the product. So those are the rules for completing area model. All right, so we use a rectangle to keep work organized, locate the greatest factor in the problem, breaking the number into expanded form, distribute the smaller factor to all the pieces, and then add all the pieces to get your product. So now let's do an example here. So I want to determine what is 279 times 8. So the first thing I do is draw my box. And when I'm looking at my numbers here, I look at my largest place value, or excuse me, my largest factor, and I break that number into place value. So I have a factor of 279, and I have a factor of 8. 279 is my greatest factor. There are 3 place values, so I'm breaking my box into 3 pieces. I know this represents my hundreds, my tens, and my ones. Now I look at this number and I break it into expanded form, which is breaking it into its value. So this number is worth 200 because it's in the hundreds place. This number is worth 70 because it is in the tens place. And this number is worth 9 because it's in the ones place. All right. And I know that because I need 2 zeros. And if I were to add 200 plus 70 plus 9 would equal 279. Now over here, I put 8 times. Whatever my other factor is what I'm multiplying times all of the other pieces. So I'm going to write this 8 times. I go all the way across. 8 times, 8 times, 8 times, because I must distribute my smallest factor to all the pieces that I made. So now I write the number that's above it, 279. All right. 8 times 2 is 16. And there are 2 place value zeros, so I'm going to bring those down. Now I have 8 times 7, which is 56. And there's 1 place value 0, so I'll bring it down. And then I have 8 times 9, which is 72. So those are all my partial products. It's what is 8 times 200, which is doing this place value, 8 times 70, and then 8 times 9. Now I need to take and add all the pieces. So I have, and I'm making sure I'm keeping my place value straight. That one's 1600. And then this one's 560. So I'm going to start writing it 0 in the ones place, 6, and then 5, because I don't want to put that 5 in the wrong place. And my last one's 72. So in the ones place is a 2, and in the tens place is a 7. And now I can add these pieces. I always start with my ones, 0, 0, and 2. Then I go to my tens, 6 and 7. So 6 plus 7 is 13. I put my 3 and I have to regroup my 1. So now I'm at my hundreds. 6 plus 5 is 11 plus 1 more is 12. And regroup a 1. Go to my thousands. 1 plus 1 is 2. So the solution or the product of 279 times 8 is 2,232. Now we also do that, and you can do this with as many numbers are in a problem or in your greatest factor. So if I have this number, let's say 74,281 times 4. All right, so this number has 5 place values. That means I'm going to break my box into 5 pieces. And then this is ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. So I know this has no zeros. This has 1 0. This has 2. This has 3. This has 4. 3, 4. And then I can put my numbers 7, 4, 2, 8, 1. So that way I make sure that I have my right amount of zeros, and I can put those zeros inside here too. 1, 2, 3, 4. That takes care of all 4 of those. So now And I have 3 here, 1, 2, 3. 2 here, 1, 2, 1 here, 1, and none there. And now times 4. So I've got 4 times 7. 4 times 7 is 28. Then I have 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. I already have my zeros there. Then I have 4 times 2, which is 8. I have 4 times 8, which is 32. And I have 4 times 1, which is 4. Now I can add my pieces, and I'm actually going to turn my paper sideways because I like to use the columns to help me make sure that I stay in the right place value. So this has 4 zeros and a 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 2. So at 280,000. This one has 3 zeros and 16. 1, 2, 3, 6, 1. 2 zeros and an 8. 0, 0, 8. 1 0, 32. 2, 3. And this one is 4. 0, 0, 0, 0, and 4 is 4. 0, 0, 0, and 2 is 2. 0, 0, 8, and 3 is 11. 1 and 6 is 7. 1 and 8 is 9. And 2 and nothing is 2. My answer for 74,281 times 4 is 287,124. All right, so I am going to put up the homework on here just in case if someone forgot it. So our homework problems for tonight are area model, homework. The first one is 39 times 8. And you should have done your homework paper in a 4 square, so you have 4 places to do your work. The second problem is 112 times 5. 472 times 7. 3,904 times 4. Those are the homework problems. Remember, step 1 is to draw your box and then break it apart into how many pieces your largest factor, how many place values your largest factor has. 39 has 2, it's 2 pieces. 112 has 3, so I break it into 3 pieces. 3 place values, 3 pieces. 472, 3 pieces. 3,904, 4 pieces. All right, that is the homework for tonight. All right, here is the extra credit problem. Remember, kids, we want to get to a level 5, and level 5 tells us that we can take an area model problem and we can find the error. So I want you to look through my problem and I want you to find where Miss Angelo made a silly mistake, because my answer is wrong. When I figured it out, I calculated it, the answer was wrong. So please find and tell me for your extra credit, where did I make my silly mistake? Thanks for watching, everybody.